Hello and welcome again to a spot of positivity. Today is Tuesday. Normally would be Heritage Day Tuesday. Not doing that today. I'm doing Tangle Tuesday, which means we get to do some more of these lovely doodle drawing tangly things, otherwise known as Zen Tangle. So after a quick sip of tea, which is maybe a bit cold. Gonna get that better next time. We will do some tangling, some doodling together, and continue on the one we've been doing. So here we go. Ooh, there we go. Okay, as you see, here is what we did last week. We worked on this sort of flannelly thing the first time, and then last time we did this sort of stone pattern. I did some shading around that. That's quite fun. I've outlined a little bit around the outside, just to give it a definition, but afterwards we might make some patterns around the outside as well. Now today I'm going to teach you a bit about these things here, which are called tootles. So I was learning that online through the Zen Tangle teaching kind of page, so that's some examples of them, and also here's some more. So these are called tootles. So I'm going to just, I've done some obviously on this thing already. I've just gone ahead and filled a little box in. Oh, as an aside, right? Last time I taught you how to make these little bead things here. All these ones around here. And we did black, and then we just left a little white space, which is quite cute. These are another way of doing it. White with a little black kind of, oh, it's too close, you can't really see it, but a little black kind of ellipse thing on the bottom of that. So right now we get the focus. That's a cool thing. And then this other border, which is quite fun. It's sort of a log cabin-y crisscrossy thing that comes between here and here. And basically I just did 3 or 4 lines one way and then 3 or 4 lines the other way to create that pattern, which is fun. Okay, so we're going to get to doing a few tootles, I think, in this little area here. They look quite cool in that, didn't they? Let's get a pen. I've got a 0.05 micron pen, and we're just going to get started. So what we need to do, make a little S curve with this, just a slight S curve, and go with that. Now we're going to make these little buds on the other side like that. Fill in the little bud. And again like that. Now from the top of this, curve it around like that. It sort of looks like a leaf or a nose or something weird, but anyway, let's fill this whole area with these little tootles. Make a little one there, S curve, 2 buds, fill in the ends of the buds, then come around here like that. And it makes lovely little leaves. Let's make some more. A little S curve around that. There we go. And little bud. Little bud. It sounds like I'm talking to a little child, doesn't I? Come on here, little bud. And then come around like that. And then like this. You could have them all come from the same part, or you can move them from different parts. Little S curve. Little bud. Little bud. Somebody said it looked a little bit like you might get this big plant in the jungle with these huge leaves like that. It has that kind of vibe. That could be really massive vibe. I don't know. That look, I should say. There we go. It's these cute little bud things that make it fun. And then this line wraps around there. Now those are pretty in their own right, aren't they? And they kind of echo that, which is actually kind of cool. I didn't completely plan it out. It's kind of nice to make it a bit free flow with these doodles. Now what I'm going to do is give a little bit of shading. So you know that S curve thing is sort of a middle thing. We just shade on either side of that. It gives it a nice little bit of depth. It's funny how these little tiny things make a difference in this drawing. I've been going on the Zentangle tutorials on YouTube, and there's a lot of good things there. Really cool things to learn. Now, that looks cute and everything, but it would be nice to give it a bit more of something. Je ne sais quoi. So what I'm going to do is going to do this slight outline around everything. Really, not everything, not going inside, just going on the perimeter of the whole kind of pattern, right? Now see, I've bumped into this border, so I stop there and then I rejoin it over here. Again, I bumped into that border there and I restart it around here. That, and then around here. Now, when you look at that, that already looks like a whole lot better. That is an outline. That's called an aura in this, like in the Zentangle kind of lingo. And that's quite nice. I can do, on this one I did two of those outlines. I'll maybe just do one because this is a smaller thing. And then I'm going to take these little parts between. I'm going to make an inner kind of aura. And then I'm coloring that little thing in. That's quite cute. Around here. And that's why it's so nice to have fine pens. You can get in there where it's like a pair of tweezers where nothing else can get in. There we go. That's all I need in this thing. Now, already looking good. How about we do these little kind of pebble things? So we're going to do some pebbly bits outside that aura thing that I made first. This is instantly going to make it look better. I shouldn't say instant. It doesn't matter about instant. We just take our time with it. Super duper relaxing. There we go. So this is Toodles, but it's also kind of filling in backgrounds, and it doesn't need to be perfect. Now let's say I really hadn't liked what I did with these pebbles. I could just have the option of coloring them in. It wouldn't really matter, but here we go. It's cute. It's nice to have a curvy pattern next to this kind of grid pattern that we did before. Nearly done. Okay, now I'm just going to do a little tiny bit of shading over top of these kind of pebble things on the sides. I mean, I could take my time. I'm not going to take my time now. There it is, just as it is. Now, that is so far what we've done for our combined doodle delight. How about, I'm just going to show you one thing before I go on from these tootles. Take a look at this little thing. That is how to use tootles as a border. So that's quite cool. I think we should take a minute just to give this thing a bit of a contrast. So this line between there is a bit of a contrast, and these are the little things you can add as you go. So you want that to look special. There we go. And you could say that takes away from the crisscrossy thing, and perhaps it does. Also going to do a quick line along here from our flannel shirt pattern. Now, doesn't that look nice? I might do a quick little aura thing along here too, because again, I want it to have some depth. And then you might want to just give this a little extra shading here. Dark along the perimeter of that thing, and then shading into that. That looks nice, isn't it? Again, on this bit here. Now, there's something called a stump that you can use. I just have my finger, which is not a stump. Now, look at that. Oh, you know what? This is getting me wanting to do one more thing, and then we're going to have to say goodbye to each other. But along this edge here, a bit more shading, a bit more blending. And there you have it. That's what we did today. A bit of blending, a bit of toodles, and a lot of fun. So please join me again for a spot of positivity. Thank you for being with me today. Hope you have a very nice day. Bye-bye.